Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple English Daily, the podcast where you learn to speak English naturally, confidently, and through real conversations. I'm Tom.
And I'm Lisa. Thanks for joining us today. We have a really practical episode because we're talking about one of the most important real-life situations, a job interview.
Yes, job interviews can feel stressful. You have to think about what to say, how to sound polite, and how to show confidence in English.
That's why comprehensive English listening is so important. When you listen carefully, you learn how people actually speak, their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. It's not only about the words, it's about how they're said.
Listening helps your brain absorb natural English patterns. You'll start to notice how native speakers answer politely, pause naturally, and sound confident.
So here's how we'll go through this lesson today. We'll play a short interview conversation, then we'll discuss it. You can listen first, then pause, repeat, and take notes.
That's right. Don't just listen passively. Try to repeat out loud, copy the tone, and practice using these same phrases.
By the end of this episode, you'll know how to answer common job interview questions in English, from introducing yourself to explaining your strengths and asking your own smart questions at the end.
All right, get comfortable, grab your notebook, and let's begin with the first question that almost every interviewer asks. Can you tell me about yourself? Good morning. Thanks for coming in today. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Sure. My name is Lisa Brown. I graduated in business management, and for the past 2 years I've been working as a marketing assistant. I'm really passionate about social media and helping brands grow their online presence.
That sounds great. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay, that's the first question. It's usually the opening of any interview. You should keep your answer short, around 30 to 45 seconds, and connect your background to the job.
Yes, don't tell your life story. Just say your education, experience, and what you love about your field.
And if you hear someone say, "I'm passionate about," it means, "I really enjoy doing this."
Exactly. This question can also be asked as, "Can you introduce yourself?" or "Walk me through your background." So make sure you can answer it confidently in any form.
Let's move to the next one. The next question in an interview can be asked as, "Why do you want this job?"
So, Lisa, why are you interested in this position?
I'm excited about this opportunity because it matches my skills and interests. I really admire your company's creative marketing campaigns, and I'd love to contribute my ideas to your team.
That's a great answer.
So here's the thing. A lot of people make the mistake of saying, "Because I need a job." That's not the right answer.
Right. The interviewer wants to hear your enthusiasm and see that you understand the company's values.
Yes, so do some research before the interview. Mention something specific about the company. You could say, "I'm inspired by your company culture," or "I followed your recent projects and would love to be part of them."
And instead of saying, "I want this job," try, "I'm excited about this role," or "This position fits my background perfectly." That sounds more natural.
Okay, let's move to the next question. In an interview, they might ask, "What are your strengths?"
What would you say are your biggest strengths?
I'm very organized and detail-oriented.
I enjoy working with a team, and I always make sure projects are completed on time.
That's great to hear.
This question is about showing your positive qualities, but you should make them real. Don't just say, "I'm good at everything." Pick 2 or 3 strengths that match the job you're applying for.
And it's even better if you give a short example. Like, I'm detail-oriented. For example, I helped improve report accuracy by 20% at my last job.
Exactly. That gives your answer more power. By the way, detail-oriented means you pay attention to small details.
And on time means punctual, doing work before the deadline. Simple, but effective vocabulary.
Nice. Let's continue. The next common question is, what is your weakness?
So, Lisa, we all have areas to improve. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
I used to struggle with public speaking, but I've been taking workshops to improve. Now I feel much more confident giving presentations.
That's a good answer.
Many people are afraid of this question, but it's not meant to trap you. The interviewer just wants to know that you're self-aware.
Exactly. You can be honest, but always show how you're improving. For example, I used to find it difficult to delegate tasks, but I've learned to trust my team more.
Right. That shows you're growing. Just don't say, "I work too hard," or "I'm a perfectionist." Those sound fake.
Totally agree. Okay, next question they might ask is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself growing with this company, taking on more responsibility and developing my leadership skills.
Excellent answer.
This question is about showing ambition, but also loyalty. You want to show you plan to grow with the company.
Yes, don't say, "I want your job." Just say you want to learn and develop.
You could say, "I'd like to gain more experience in this field and eventually take on a leadership role." That's perfect.
And if you're not sure, you can keep it simple. I'd like to continue learning and improving my skills in this role.
Perfect. Now, at the end of almost every interview, you'll get this question. Do you have any questions for us?
Before we finish, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I'd love to know more about the team I'll be working with and what a typical day looks like in this position.
Great question.
So, here's a big tip. Never say, "No, I don't have any questions." It makes you look uninterested.
Exactly. Always prepare 1 or 2 smart questions. You can ask about the team, the company's future, or the role's expectations.
You could say, "What do you enjoy most about working here?" Or, "How do you measure success in this position?" These questions sound confident and curious.
And that brings us to the end of our part 1.
Yes, we went through some of the most common job interview questions and real answers you can use.
Remember, improving your English interview skills takes practice. Listen, repeat, and take notes. Try to use these phrases when practicing with a friend or even by yourself.
The more you repeat and listen, the more natural you'll sound. Confidence comes with practice, not perfection.
Exactly. And next time you walk into an interview, you'll sound calm, clear, and ready. All right, welcome back everyone. You're still with Tom and Lisa, and we're continuing our journey through some of the most common and most important job interview questions.
That's right. In the first part, we covered questions like introducing yourself, talking about strengths and weaknesses, and where you see yourself in 5 years. Now, we're moving into some deeper questions. Things like discussing your experience, teamwork, and yes, the big one, salary.
Oh yes, that question can make a lot of people nervous. But don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to handle it confidently and naturally in English.
Let's start with something easier. Can you describe your previous experience? This question helps the interviewer understand what you've done and how it relates to the new job.
Let's listen to the dialogue.
Can you describe your previous work experience?
Sure. I worked as a sales assistant for 2 years. I helped customers find products, handled payments, and managed the store's social media page. It taught me a lot about teamwork and communication.
That's a solid answer. It's short but full of action words. Helped, handled, managed. Those are great verbs for interviews.
Exactly. Using active verbs shows confidence and responsibility. Vocabulary check. Handled payments means you managed money transactions. Managed social media page means you took care of online posts and communication.
You can also say, I worked in customer service, where I learned how to solve problems and meet clients' needs. That's another natural version.
The key here, don't just list your duties. Talk about what you learned or achieved. That's what makes your answer stand out.
Perfect. Now, the next question that often comes up is, can you work well in a team?
Let's listen to how that might sound.
Do you work well in a team?
Yes, absolutely. I enjoy working with others because it helps share ideas and make better decisions. I believe teamwork builds creativity and helps achieve goals faster.
That's a really positive answer. You're not just saying yes, you're showing why teamwork matters.
Vocabulary time. Achieve goals means to reach success or complete something you planned. Creativity means using imagination or original ideas.
You can also say, I enjoy collaborating with others, or I'm good at supporting my teammates and communicating clearly.
And here's a pro tip. Interviewers love hearing examples, so if you can, add one. Like, for example, in my last job, our team worked together to improve customer satisfaction, and we increased sales by 10%.
That's a perfect addition. It makes your answer sound real and believable.
Okay, now let's move to something that can be a little tricky. How do you handle conflict at work?
How do you handle conflict at work?
I believe communication is the best way to solve problems. If there's a misunderstanding, I like to talk calmly, listen to the other person, and find a solution that works for everyone.
Great! That answer shows maturity and emotional intelligence.
Vocabulary. Misunderstanding means when people don't fully understand each other. Find a solution means to fix or solve a problem.
You can also say, I try to stay calm and professional. I focus on the problem, not the person. That's another great version.
Beautiful. Now, let's get to the question everyone waits for. What are your salary expectations?
Ah, the moment of truth. Let's listen to how to answer it politely and confidently.
What are your salary expectations?
I'm open to discussing it based on the company standards and the responsibilities of the position. My main goal is to find a role where I can grow and contribute. That's an excellent answer. It's polite, flexible, and professional.
Vocabulary time. Responsibilities means the tasks or duties you'll be in charge of. Contribute means to give something valuable to the company, like effort or ideas.
And if you want to be a bit more direct, you could say, based on my experience and research, I believe a fair range would be around 50,000, but I'm open to negotiation.
The trick is, never start with just a number. Show that you understand it depends on the job and your skills.
Right, and your tone is very important here. Stay calm, confident, and friendly. This is a conversation, not a demand.
Okay, moving on. Another common question is, why did you leave your last job?
Why did you leave your last job?
I really enjoyed my previous job, but I'm looking for a position where I can continue to grow and take on new challenges.
Excellent. That's positive and respectful. You're not complaining about your old job. You're focusing on your future.
Exactly. Avoid negative words about your past company or boss. Always keep it professional.
Vocabulary check. Take on new challenges means to accept and try new things that might be difficult but help you grow.
You can also say, I wanted to find an opportunity that aligns more closely with my long-term goals.
Perfect. That sounds confident and forward-thinking.
Next one. How do you handle stress?
How do you handle stress?
I stay calm and try to organize my tasks. When things get busy, I make a list of priorities and focus on one thing at a time.
Such a great answer. You're showing responsibility and control.
Vocabulary. Priorities means the most important things to do first. Organize my tasks means planning your work clearly.
You can also say, I use time management tools to stay focused and avoid feeling overwhelmed.
Nice. That shows you're proactive. You take steps to stay calm, not just react to stress.
All right, next question. What motivates you?
What motivates you?
I'm motivated by learning new things and seeing the results of my work. When I help a team succeed or make customers happy, it gives me energy to keep improving.
That's a great mindset. Interviewers love to hear that you care about results and teamwork.
Vocabulary. Motivated means feeling excited or inspired to do something. Results means the outcome or success of your effort.
You could also say, I'm motivated by setting goals and achieving them. Or, I enjoy challenges that help me grow.
Exactly. The point is to sound positive and driven, not lazy or unsure.
Okay, here's one more. Do you have any questions for us?
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I'd like to know what the next steps are in the hiring process. Also, could you tell me more about the team I would be working with?
That's perfect. It shows interest and enthusiasm.
Vocabulary check. Hiring process means the steps the company takes before giving someone the job.
You can also ask, what does a typical day look like for someone in this position? Or, what qualities do you value most in your employees?
Asking questions shows that you're serious and curious about the role. It leaves a great final impression.
Exactly. Remember, an interview isn't just for the company to choose you. It's also for you to decide if the company is right for you.
That's such an important point.
So, to all our listeners, when you practice these dialogues, try repeating them out loud. Record yourself if you can. Listen to your pronunciation and make small improvements.
And focus on your tone. Sound confident, friendly, and genuine. Because interviews aren't about being perfect. They're about being real and prepared.
Well said, Tom. We hope today's episode helped you feel ready for your next interview.
Keep practicing. Stay positive and remember, every interview is a learning experience.
Thanks for listening to English for Real Life Conversations. Don't forget to follow and review our podcast and share it with a friend who's preparing for their job interview too.
We'll see you next time, and good luck with your next interview.